You are going to have, I believe I saw as you came down, a naval show here. Right? Yes, sir. And you are very proud of your army and your name and all that rot. And every country is proud of its own military instruments to kill thousands of people. And you agree we should not, and you carry on the next day. Never inquiring whether you can stop in yourself violence. Why wars exist? Do you realize, sirs, there have been wars over 6,000 years, man killing man. The filthiness, the ugliness of it all. And you don't mind. It's happening far away somewhere. And you don't mind. But you are preparing for it too. So that's one of the problems of life. Whether it is possible to live without sorrow. What is sorrow? Why, when my son dies, my son, not yours, I'm not your affair. When my son dies, something has broken in me. Especially if I'm a woman. I've borne him in my womb, give birth, and I've nursed him, looked after him. And the pain of all that and the pleasure, the joy of the mother. And then he ends up being killed. For your country. Your honor demands that he be killed. You understand all this, don't you? Why do you allow it? So what is sorrow? Is it that my son, gone, can never return, though I think we'll meet next life, or in heaven or in hell? He's gone, that's a fact. But I carry the memory. I keep his picture around my heart. I live on that memory, shedding tears. I can't forget. It's part of my burden. Don't you know all this? Or am I saying, or is the speaker saying something irrelevant? And we will never ask why we suffer. And we never inquired into sorrow, into suffering, and asked whether it can ever end. Not at the end of one's life, but now, today. If you begin to inquire into it, as we are doing now, I hope, what's the cause? Is it self-pity? Is it that you're young, fresh, alive, and gone? Is it that I'm attached to him? Face on this earth. Is it I'm attached to him? And that attachment, what is that attachment? To whom am I attached? To my son? What do I mean by my son? Be rational, logical. What is my son? I have a picture of him. I have an image of him. I want him to be something. Right? I want him to be something. And he's my son. And I'm attached desperately. Because he will carry on my business. He'll be better at getting more money. You know, you all play this game, you know it very well. And that's one side. We also have certain affection for it. We will not call it love, but we'll call it a certain kind of affection. If you loved your son, you would have a different kind of education, right? Different kind of upbringing. Not just follow your footsteps. He's the new generation. And the new generation is maybe totally different from yours. I hope he is. I want him to be a new generation of a different type of person than me. Not follow what I've been doing, engineer, businessman, and all that business. But I want him to inherit my money, my possessions, my house. You know the game you're all playing. And when he dies, everything is broken. That is, my picture of him, my wanting him to be this and that has come to an end. And I'm shocked. And I turn to my nephew, my niece, to carry on the same pattern. Because I have lots of money or a single room. Don't you know all this? How cruel all this is. And it's one of the causes of great sorrow. And death, of course, is the final sorrow. But if you are living with death and life together, then there is no change. You are incarnating every day as fresh, not you. New thing is incarnating, every day afresh. And in that there is great beauty. That is creation. Not merely painting a picture, building a house or architecture, but living with this death and life. And that gives you, in that there is tremendous freedom. And freedom implies also, the root meaning of that word freedom is also love. Living, the art of living and the art of dying together. That brings about great love. And love has its own intelligence, not the intelligence of a cunning mind. Intelligence is something outside of the brain. We'll talk about that tomorrow.